very well out there, by the way, as I say. And I hope we're going to get through the pandemic okay. I'm sure we'll get through the pandemic and get through 2021 as well, very much indeed. So it should be okay. I'm sure it'll be a lot better next year, won't it? Definitely. Now, back on this vlog, right now, vlog today, as I say, so talking about David Copperfield again, magician, David Copperfield, American magician. And I want to talk a little bit about him because I want to talk about the best show he ever did actually, which is the 1989 Copperfield. It's called the Amazing Tower Block Escape. It's called, isn't it? The Amazing Tower Block Escape show from 2008 and 1989. Okay, and it was of course Copperfield's best show in many ways. In fact, I still think to this day it's the best magic show I've ever seen in my life. Seriously. It's an amazing show, it really is. It was made and shot actually in South Carolina, I think, or North Carolina, USA, back in 1989. And to this day, it still remains the best magic show I've seen in my life, seriously. And have you ever seen Copperfield number 11? Okay, it is on YouTube, but luckily, very luckily, it's the best magic show I've seen in my life, seriously. It's that good, seriously. It's such an amazing magic show to see. It is a virtuoso magic show. It's beyond anything I've ever seen in my life. It's better than anything I've ever seen in my life, basically. I love all the magicians. I've seen everyone from Blaine to Chris Angel, Siegfried. I've seen Paul Dam. I've seen everyone really performing. Many magicians, Dynamo. But this show, 1989 Copperfield show, is still in my mind the best show I've ever seen in my life. And I'm now nearly 50 years old. So it's really incredible show to see. Now, let me give you one through the show and what happened actually in the show. And if you get it after the video, go on YouTube, have a look at the show. And it still is a virtuoso magic show in any way, you know. I talk about this like the Mozart, the Beethoven of the Da Vinci, as it were, of magic, basically. So that's how good the show really is. Anyway, let's go through the show bit by bit and let's do an analysis of the show and have a look at the show bit by bit and see why this particular show still stands out as a great piece of magic. And by the way, this show is done with any graphics, no special effects. It's all done using real magical techniques, including the tower block escape at the end, where you sketch something from the collapsing tower block at the end of the show. Done without any CGI, no graphics at all. It was all done with real magical technology. That's how it was done. And it's quite an amazing show. And that's back in the 80s. Would they do it now? Let's never do it nowadays in 2020, 2021. Would they do it? I don't know. But back in the 80s, they were doing these sort of shows. That's how good the 80s was, wasn't it, for a decade, seriously, for entertainment. So let's kick off with the very first trick anyway. The very first trick on the show, going through the illusions, is the appearance. He appears. There's an introduction by Emma Samms. Remember Emma Samms? Was she Dynasty? Was she Emma Samms, the American actress, the English actress? And she introduced the show. And we go into the opening illusion where there's a big white box spins around and and some girls come out with poles and lights in the poles, and they shine lights around the box, and then the box falls apart. Copperfield emerges on a motorcycle, okay, full of smoke. It's really amazing illusion. Performed brilliantly to One More Time, I think it is, by the Pet Shop Boys from the 1987 album, which was called Pet Shop Boys. Actually, it's a brilliant record from 1987 by the Pet Shop Boys. Remember the Pet Shop Boys? Remember they were massive in the 80s, weren't they? In the 90s, weren't they? And Pet Shop Boys did this. The whole illusion is again fantastic. The box collapses amazing. The remote bike pops out. The girls walking around the remote bike with these lights and poles. It's an amazing stage illusion, brilliantly performed. Copperfield comes out and goes, "Oh, and I've just flown in from LA." Bit of a joke because there's so much smog everywhere. It's a brilliant trick. It's a brilliant illusion. Really worth checking the illusion out. You have to be a bit of a magic nut like me or geek if you watch these shows 1,000 times to kind of like already kind of see how good this is. It's hard to see unless you analyse it, but it's a really amazing bit of illusion. He then goes forward and goes and picks a guy from the audience to come on stage, and he gets a man to give him a red tie, red tie, and then Copperfield plays a red tie, and the tie comes to life and it starts moving and dancing around the place, and suddenly the tie starts singing. As I did this in the video. This trick's amazing, dancing tie. And then the other ties pop up and start singing, and it's an amazing trick, the singing, dancing tie. Remember the audience using a regular tie. It's an amazing trick, seriously, isn't it? Again, check this out the video, it's amazing, the dancing, the singing tie routine it does. It's all done with special technique, special technology, no special effects, it's amazing how it's done. And to this day, it's still one of the best tricks I've seen in my life, seriously. The singing and dancing Thai. Invented back in the 70s by a magician called Finn John, I think a Norwegian magician up in Norway. He performed on stage, but a very basic version of the trick. And Copperfield accelerated this amazing version of the trick, dancing, singing and die. And what a trick it is. It's an amazing routine. Please check this out in the video. It's done to Angeline, that song, I think Calypso song from the 50s. It's done to that Calypso piece in Magic. It's performed immaculately by Copperfield. He dances with the time, moves with the tie. It's amazing. Really amazing. Now, those two illusions are good. The next illusion is also amazing because Copperfield gives the tie back to the man goes back to the audience. He gets to go to the audience, gets on the podium, okay, and he gets a phone number. And a bit of paper like that, gets a bit of paper out, gets some phone number, a bit of paper scrolled up, and then he burnt in a flame basically. The trick's the phone was burnt in a flame. And he uses psychic powers to solve the phone number using magic. It's a really good trick, seriously. The trick to get the phone number out of the girl's mind is amazing. The trick is romantic, it's done really, really well with flair, style, grace, the way it's done, the way the girl walks on, gets on the chair, well, the way the assistant comes on, burns a bit of paper, gets to use the cards again. It's done gracefully with style. It's a simple bit of magic, but performed beautifully, elegantly, sophisticatedly by Copperfield and assistant Joan Spina. Done so well with beautiful music as well. I love the context of that trick. It's fantastic. It's called the phone number deciphering illusion. A very good trick indeed. Okay, that's a good one. Copperfield then, and the next thing he does is to get a box on stage, a little small box, a cube box on stage, and then he gets to dance right. Joan Spina, she's sitting on the floor, and then Copperfield, gets a mirror behind the box, and then he performs the origami box. The box unfolds into a large box, and Joan Spina gets inside the box. The dancer box collapses into a tiny little box. Okay, that's amazing. And then as I say, puts swords through the little box. Okay, and the girl's completely disappeared. Goes round and round and round 360 degrees, can't see nothing at all. Pulls all the blades out and unfolds a tiny little box from a shoe box into a big box, and out climbs a girl. It's amazing. It's called Origami box, amazing illusion. Performed by many magicians, including the Pendragons, performed as well, Pendragons. But this illusion is amazing, and he performs it to the music of Peter Gabriel, a Mercy Strip by Peter Gabriel, which is a very Miami Vice type trick, a brilliant track from the 1980s album called So. Remember So by Peter Gabriel? Very famous song, wasn't it? But there was a Sledgehammer was on. Remember Sledgehammer was on it as well? It's a great song, and it's a great. The whole thing is just amazing. The dancing, the body language again, the whole setting of Mercy Street song, the lighting, the use, even the music changes cue, and on the cue of the music he pulls the blade out of the box and it flies up in the air. You know what I mean? And catches it. You know what I mean? And then this is just amazing stuff. It's like a ballerina performance. Seriously. I've never seen it like it. I've watched it 1,000 times. It still to this day amazes me 30 years later. Years later, how good this is. It's a really amazing piece of magic. You've got to call it Origami box. And the Peter Gabriel thing, the whole concept of it, the whole notion, emotions within the whole piece, just staggering. It's a brilliant piece of magic, seriously. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it, I really do. I can't believe how good it is, seriously. It's amazing. But that's that illusion. Then after that, he then rolls out that goes away. He then rolls out 3 different cases. One case contains a matchbox, one case contains a metal bar, one case contains a light bulb. Okay? And Copperfield then uses telekinesis powers. Everything's amazing, and then basically he uses telekinesis powers and makes the matches catch fire. He bends a metal bar like Origami, bends a metal bar by his mind, and the other thing is then the light bulb lights up using his mind and it explodes everywhere. Incredible piece of magic as well. This must have cost a mint. It must cost a fortune, seriously, to do this, because this is quite expensive. A lot of magic as well. All these are quite expensive magic as well. So again, we get that show, the telekinesis bit. That's done really well. That's done to classical music. Then he kicks off with a piece of music by, I think, The Police by Sting. Remember The Police, Sting? Back in the 80s and 90s. Remember Sting? He's still going Sting, isn't he, nowadays? Great musician, great artist, Sting. So Copperfield then, after all that, he gets three poles and puts them on a stand, and then he sits between the poles, touches them, and he starts levitating between the poles, up and down between the poles, levitating. I think Emma Samms comes on, and it's done in a context of a kind of romantic illusion, a kind of wedding ceremony, and which Copperfield impresses the girl by levitating up and down his poles to impress his future wife. You know what I mean? It's one of those kind of special poetic kind of illusions. Again, beautifully formed, beautiful lighting, beautiful staging, beautiful costuming. Beautiful emotions wrapped within the whole piece. It's really amazing to see the levitation as well. It's really great. That's really good. Absolutely check that as well. That's good. And then he goes into a rock and roll thing. He then wheels on a rock and roll kind of illusion. It's called a twister, and he does, you know, do the twist. Remember that Chubby Checkers, it 50s song, do the twist. Hey, do the twist. That's some of that. Do the twist. So Copperfield then gets a big box out, gets in the box. So the girl gets in the box in the 50s outfit, you know, 50s kind of rock and roll kind of chick outfit. Gets inside the box, and then the box goes round and round and round. And her body is twisted round and round and round and round and round. She's like twisted into a little tiny little scrunch, her whole body. Twisted around and little scrunch, and then he just untwists the whole box again, and it's amazing, called the twist illusion. Really very good fun as well. So after all the heavyweight kind of magic we have, the emotions that are going through the piece over and all the last, you know, last 20 minutes, we now get an illusion which is comedic, you know what I mean, where we get a bit of a comedy, rock and roll kind of magic, and the girl gets twisted up into a kind of twisty little pole. It's an amazing piece of magic, seriously. It's quite baffling as well. Good piece of magic by Twister. He then goes into a couple of close-up bits of magic. The most close is really good as well. He does the amazing, what they call the dead man's handcuffs, which is get two lucky bands, stick them together, elastic bands come apart by magic. I've done that in one of my shows. I think it's in my magic trick. It's in my video called I Can Read Your Mind video. That one, I think. It's like a triangle video, that one. I Can Read Your Mind video. Check that out in my video selection on YouTube. You'll see that I perform the elastic bands as well. It's a good trick as well. Elastic bands kind of interlink together in your fingertips, okay? And then after that, Copperfield does that really, really well in front of a big audience as well, with a big video screen, really amazing. And then he also does the amazing, what they call a bill change. Okay, we get a $5 note, change in a $100 note, that one, in their hands, and it goes back from $100 to $5 in his bare fingertips as well. $5, pays with it, suddenly it's $100, pays with it, suddenly it becomes $5 again, very quickly. And I did that. That's my last video. I think that's my video I did before last with the, I can't remember what it's called. A very good video I made about 2 videos ago. Anyway, I did that as well. Actually, one of my videos. It's called I did blank piece of paper to £10 note, which I did about in the video I did. I think psychic triangle video, psychic crystal video. I did in that one anyway. Have a look at that video as well. Okay, it's in that video. I believe so. Anyway, so basically, as I said, it's all very good indeed, very enjoyable stuff indeed, and I love the whole show. And so he's done a whole selection of 7 or 8 illusions, really amazing. And then after all this, we've just seen all this amazing, immaculate performed magic and conceptually amazing magic. In a way, you have to be a magician to appreciate it. It's hard to appreciate it. It's hard to say. It's like anybody. It's like listening to Beethoven's 5th Symphony or something and going, "Oh, it's pretty good, isn't it? You know, maybe I'll like it one day." And then later on, you realise it's a fantastic piece of music. And I suppose it's a bit like this. This is like a great piece of magic, and it's hard until you really get into it to understand how good it really is, you know, because it really is good. And perform magic myself on stage, you realise, you learn how good magic is. You learn also how good magicians really are, like David Blaine or Dynamo or Chris Angel, how good they really are, because you see how, you know, from performance yourself, how difficult it is to perform that well on stage. Anyway. So after that, Copperfield does a thing in South Carolina. I think it's a hotel, and the hotel it's a Tower Inferno escape basically. That's the idea. Where he's going to be, they go into a hotel. Copperfield is locked inside. They go in the hotel basically. Inside this hotel, it's all being set for demolition. The whole hotel, it's a big strip bare, and they go in a room in the hotel, and they put Copperfield inside a kind of locked. What is it? Kind of locked. a safe basically. There's lots on the safe basically, with a video camera on the safe. And then everyone leaves the hotel. They all run out of the hotel with one camera shot all the way through, from leaving the room where the safe is, and running out through the corridors of the hotel and out of the hotel into the car park in front of the hotel. Okay. And so there's all doing one shot, no cutaways, no camera edits, nothing at all. We just see from the beginning of him locked in the safe right through to the camera crew running out of the hotel, down the corridors, up and down the stairs, out into the car park in front of the hotel, like a fire escape basically. And they stand in front of the hotel and they bring out a piece of metal on a platform in front of the hotel and lay a sheet on top of the piece of metal, and the sheet's an orange sheet. And then basically they detonate and blow up the whole hotel. The hotel just blows up, boof, they detonate the whole hotel. The hotel just collapses, completely collapses completely down to the floor. And there's obviously there's dust everywhere basically, clouds of dust everywhere. And then you think, my God, Copperfield's been killed. He's inside the safest of the hotel, and suddenly the hotel's been blown up, completely blown up. This is no camera tricks. This is all actually done and really happened in real life. And then after all this, right, they have on the piece of yellow mat, I think yellow sheet sets on a steel platform. And so the sort of yellow, I think, piece of fabric starts moving up and up and up and up and up and up it goes. And suddenly, from beneath the yellow bit of fabric on the sheet appears Copperfield. Okay, having escaped by magic, by some amazing psychic transference. He's left the safe in the hotel and now appeared on the platform in the car park. So it's really amazing stuff, isn't it? This is done. This is an amazing piece of magic, seriously. You have to see the whole thing. You got to watch the whole video. If you've never seen the video, watch the video. Copperfield number 11. It's called Tower Encounter, or some Burning Encounter, Tower Encounter, I think it's called, isn't it? Explosive Encounter, that's the name of it. Explosive Encounter is what it's called. Sorry, Copperfield number 11. So do Google that, Explosive Encounter, Copperfield number 11, from 1989. Copperfield did the whole of that last sequence, risking his life without any special camera tricks, nothing at all. It was done for real, in a real hotel, which was set for demolition. He literally escapes from this hotel. It's literally blown up to pieces, and Copperfield appears on a platform somewhere else. This is not like making The Dark Knight. Remember The Dark Knight, when the hospital collapsed in the movie The Dark Knight and everyone got out of the hospital? That was all done probably with special effects as usual, as you can imagine, in the wonderful movie The Dark Knight from 12 years ago. And this is done for real. This is just done for real, without any cutaway special effects, nothing, in a real hotel, in a real town, done for real, with that real explosives. It's amazing stuff. So I want to say, you've got to be very impressed by how this is done. Never seen it done before, never seen it done since. It was 30 years ago. Would this be done? I don't know. Would the insurance cover us? I don't know. Could it be done nowadays? I don't know. It's very dangerous to do this. Copperfield was very brave to do it. He was 30 years old, 32 when he did The Illusion. How he did it, I don't know exactly how he did it. I don't know why he did it, but it's amazing stuff, seriously. So do check it out. The whole show is amazing. Copperfield number 11. Explosive Encounter. Check it out there. Get it on YouTube. If you want to see one 45-minute magic show, that is really great. Taking magic up a few layers to higher levels and just seeing what normal magic. Watch that show, Copperfield number 11. There's a lot to enjoy. There's magic you could do it as well. Plus there's other stuff as well, other ideas. I mean, yes, it's 30 years ago. And yes, magic's moved on since then. We've had David Blaine, Street Magic, we've got Chris Angel nowadays, and that kind of stuff. And other people are doing magic still. But if you want to see great virtuoso magic from a golden age of magic, certainly that show is amazing. Do check it out. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, and I love talking about it. I'll probably analyse more magic in more detail, including some individual tricks as well. If you want to examine some individual tricks as well. So please do hit the links below for more video comments as well, for my videos as well. Please click on the links. Please hit the subscribe button as well. Please subscribe. Please do hit that to help me out as well. It would help me an awful lot if you subscribe to videos as well. Please do that. And also I might give us some secrets away as well. Okay, some videos as well for you. So I hope you're very well. I hope you're all keeping safe out there, warm out there in the cold weather right now, where they are in the world. And see you very soon again. Okay, for some more magic. See you later on.